So with that, it is my honor to induct Culley Bunker into the Full Sail Hall of Fame.
I knew this was going to be tough, but I didn't think I'd get this emotional. It's been a long road to get to this place. And well, first, I have something to say about this thing here. It looks like something's missing. I was hoping over the next couple years or another lifetime we could figure out where the rest of it is. Maybe win a couple more and make some weird apparatus that resembles a whole plane. So, anyway, but in all seriousness, thank you for having me here today. It is a great honor, and thank you, Full Sail attendees and staff and fellow HOFers, the Hoffers. Yeah, I coined that one. So, I'm reading from a script here because it's obviously not something I do quite often is stand up in front of a crowd unless I'm singing. So, it has once been said, may you live in interesting times. In my mind, we certainly do. Technology is advancing at a compounding rate. Moore's law has been combined and augmented by Ray Kurzweil's The Singularity. Too deep? Well, sometimes I go a little deep. But before we are old and gray, and watching holographic TV and growing our own organs and having regeneration therapy to turn back the age and turn back time. And someday we may be even digitally storing our consciousness. And right here at Full Sail, I'm sure they'll be right on top of all the latest technology and teaching us how to do all those things as well. I've had the privilege to find a path that has taken me where I am. Directed along the way, however, by a unique cast of characters, of whom I'll take this opportunity to thank. First and foremost, my wife Mihoko. She's been my salvation and my light, and without her, I would never be able to do what I do today. She understands the hours, the hard work, and the passion that makes and seems to be able to make room in her life to help me live mine. Thank you for that. I would like to thank my family, who could not be more proud. My grandpa Ronald Heisler especially, as without his support during my time here at Full Sail, I would have been begging for change on the side of the highway to get ramen. I'd also like to thank my producer, Kim Church, who's not here right now. She's back running the shop. She's been pretty much there with me every step of the way since I first started. And she started as a receptionist, and now she's an EP and a producer at my company. Without her, I would be lost. Then there are my friends and family, my mom, who's here today. It's very early, it's still today. My stepmom, Rhonda Bunker, who couldn't be here. Morris Paulson, who gave me one of my first relevant jobs in the industry. Tony Graff, one of my best friends. Tioshi, Vladimir, Naya, DJ, Garrett, Dave, and Dave. There's a lot of Daves. And so many more. All of them have really worked hard at keeping me sane and helped me day to day personally and professionally. My time here at Full Sail, although very brief, back up. My time here at Full Sail was very brief compared to the rest of my life, but I treasured every moment. It was such a relief to find so many like-minded people after, going to high school and just all the cliques and everything, and you never fit in there, but you got here and you're like, there's people of every age, every race, every location in the country, and they all wanted to do the same thing. It was unbelievable. You fit in somewhere, and that was really cool. And after graduating Full Sail in 1998, I worried a lot about finding work. And my father, who's no longer with us, had one of the greatest quotes that anybody has ever told me. I said, I'm really afraid to get out there. And, Full Sail taught me some things, but it really wasn't what I wanted to do. At the time, their programs were limited, but they obviously expanded on that. And he goes, son, school doesn't teach you how to get a job. School teaches you how to teach yourself. And I put my finger in my head and I was like, who are you? It was one of the most profound things somebody said to me, and I took that to heart, and I went with it. I was like, okay, so what do I want to do? I found a place that, had that type of thing that I wanted to do, and I went there and basically lived out of my van for almost a year to work on the equipment and the jobs that would hopefully get me where I wanted to go. So there was struggle, and I think with struggle comes, knowledge and respect for the industry that you're trying to perceive and be in. So, I just went back to page 1. So in conclusion, I'd like to thank you all for your time. Now, I'm still looking forward to finding the rest of this plane.